We're going to take a look at 3 houses today. This one, this one, and this one. We're going to go inside of each one and look at them. We're going to walk up and down the street a little bit so you can kind of get a feel for the neighborhood. But we'll get you some better shots before this one. And we're going to go inside in a minute. And here are the front doors. Really nice, are wood. They do have the wood post on the front as well. And you can see over there the yard does drop off a little bit. So let's go inside and take a look around. Coming in, we have a nice little foyer here. It's about 8 foot wide by about 8 foot long. So we start into the house here. We're going to come into the primary living area. We have the vaulted ceiling up there, and we have a lot of windows looking out the back. Even with the vaulted ceiling, we have the vaulted windows back there, so it brings in a lot of daylight. It has a really good view to it. It has a nice trim across the bottom. It has the LVP flooring, which is clicked together, which is pretty much throughout, even in the bathrooms, I believe. We'll find out when we get there. We'll take a look at that. This light has no bulbs in it, but they have some nice fixtures in here as well. Again, it's going to have a nice view out to the back. It's going to be a little bit higher up. We don't normally go in this direction, but we're going to try it today. We're going to head out back on the first patio. There is one down below as well. But from the back patio, some of the views that you have, you can actually see the tops of the mountains back there. And pretty good sized porch. Again, vaulted ceiling with the pine wood on the ceilings. And I like about this one is you got the hardy board siding too. So nice railing with the fence. Very relaxing, very comfortable, quiet. Like I said, this was a 55 plus neighborhood, so everything you're going to need to do will be on the first floor. The little surprise downstairs is what we could use as a mother-in-law suite. A lot of my clients have been saying they really like that when they move into stuff like this. We don't normally do 55 and up, but this was new construction, and we thought we'd show this to you. You've got a really large island behind me. Again, it's probably, well, it's longer than a piece of plywood, so it's higher than a 4x8. Nice color on the bottom, kind of a, I guess it looks like a light green to me. Maybe a bluish tint in it. Cabinets all the way to the ceiling. You do have 9, maybe 10 foot ceilings in here. Tile backsplash looks really good. You got a single sink here, and you're gonna have some drawers that open and slide outs on them. You have the trash bin that slides out as well. Again, nice 2 little lightings above it. That works out really well. We're going to come down this side first. This is going to bring us into one of the coolest things in the house. When I kind of come down here, you got a little entryway over here. So if you have dogs or pets, or you could use it for storage, but a nice little hidey hole. That looks like it's about probably 3x3, maybe a little bigger. A little extra attention on detail with the doors. If you look above the door, we've got the wider trim, and it's designed a little bit better than just a 1x6 or 1x4 going around. Again, laundry room, you got a place to hang clothes, stacks of things. You got the electric box in here for the house, washer and dryer, a little sink. I would put a dog bath in here, but like my wife said, if we get a little dog, that sink right there will work just fine for a smaller dog. So coming right around the corner here, we're going to have the primary suite. And this room, I believe, was 13 by 15. Pretty good size. You could put the queen bed or put a king bed down this way over here. And then, because it won't fit it between the windows, you could put on this wall behind me over here as well. But again, the windows being as close there, I think it's only a 5 foot spread. So you wouldn't put the headboard over there. Actually, it would work nicely over there. Coming through the hallway here, you have 2 closets, his and hers. Well, you have 2 closets for whatever you want to use them for. And coming into the primary suite, you do have 2 sinks, one behind you on this side. They don't have the mirrors up yet. This is the new construction. And you've got one on the other side. And then you have another area for storage here. It's a pretty good size. I'm not sure what you would use it for, but it's pretty good size. The 2 in the hallway are plenty big there as well. It just gives you extra space. And we have the water closet behind me right here. Heading back through here, we're going to cut across. Another thing this house has, it's not finished, but you could use it as storage, Christmas decorations. You could also finish it. I don't even know if they have lights up here, but we're going to run up the steps real quick. We'll show you a little bit more in a minute. But you have a window up here, and it's about, let's see, 4, 8, 12. It's about 14 by 18. So you have a nice little area here. You could drywall this, insulate it. I'm sure you can run heat and air up here. If not, put a little split unit up here. But to pick up that extra space would be nice. There is no bathroom up here. Nice views out of all the windows here. I like that. They do have lighting up here, so it started. And we're going to jump out in the garage real quick. Not very big, but you do have a little mud drop behind me. A little bench there with some slots in it for shoes and what have you. You can put a little hanging rack there or some hooks on the wall. And you do have a good two-car garage. Pretty good size. And this, I believe, is just going to be the hot water tank. Yep. A little storage behind that as well. And we have another half bath right here. So you have the 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. Upstairs you have 2.5 baths, and you'll have a full bath downstairs. Again, everything you need is going to be on one floor for living area. You've got the 3 bedrooms, not very big. They do have double closets in here, so that gives you plenty of storage in the closets. Room is still, I think it's 11 by 12, might be 11 by 11. But on the first floor, it looks right out onto the front porch or the front of the house. Bedroom 2 is very similar in size. Again, they all have fans in here already. So again, you're looking out onto the front, out onto the grass. Good size room. Single closet in this room. And then what you have is a Jack and Jill shared bathroom where you have the pocket doors. You have the 2 sinks. And I like the way this one is set up because you have the water closet in here and you have the tub in here. So it gives you more privacy. If somebody walks in the middle of the night and needs to use the bathroom, you don't have to worry about closing both doors and locking it. You have a separate door. A lot of Jack and Jills will be shared everything where you have to do that, and it's kind of cumbersome, I think. Again, we're on the 2nd floor now, so looking out the back, you do have good views from up here if that sunlight isn't in your eyes. Again, this room's a little bit bigger. It's probably 12 by 12. And the flooring goes throughout. Behind me, we have a little linen closet. Coming back down the hallway, we're going to come over here. We're back in the primary living, which is a good size, and again, has plenty of windows, has the vaulted ceiling. It's really nice. Let's run downstairs. I'm going to show you that. This is what I think you could use for a mother-in-law suite or whatever you were looking for. So we're downstairs, and you have a pretty good sized room down here. It's going to be, looks like about 14 by 14, and you can have great views of the outside. We're going to show you those in a minute. Right over here, we have a door that gives you storage space. We'll get a better shot of that for you. And this door over here just goes out, that's underneath the house. Anything you need to work on as far as plumbing or what have you is out through that door as well. And I think you could use this as a mother-in-law suite because this could be the living area. And this could actually be made into a little kitchenette. It's about, I'm going to say 10 by 13. And you also have, you can use this for storage for a pantry type of thing. It seems to be about 4 by 5. So you have a place to store some groceries, some different drinks, whatever you need to do, if that's what you were used for. Or if you had kids that were getting older, want to have their own feel of like their own little apartment, this would work out great for that. I would have loved to have had something back in the day. And we have another bathroom downstairs, full bathroom down here. It has a shower, toilet, We'll get a shot of that too and show you that. And then down here you have your 5th bedroom. And this is pretty substantial. I'd say this is probably 13 by 15. So you have a good sized room. Ceilings downstairs are also 9, possibly even 10 feet. So you have a good sized bedroom downstairs. Again, mother-in-law suite. You can make that a closet over there. A little eating area here, bathroom and living area. So really nice space. And then the kicker down here is you can come out on the back porch. It'll be covered, so even on a hot afternoon, depending which way the sun's coming in, it won't feel too bad. But you have a deck similar to the deck you have upstairs. And you have a view of the mountains. And we've got steps. So we'll run upstairs again. This is Warren Hilbert, the Living in Hot Springs, Arkansas team. We get calls from people just like you every day looking to make their move to Hot Springs or surrounding areas like Hot Springs Village or Little Rock. So if you're looking to move in 9 days, 90 days, even 9 months, if you're coming across the world, across town, or just across country, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, set up a Zoom call. Our contact information is down below. Look forward to seeing you around town. We're going to take a little walk down the street just to give you an idea what the neighborhood is like. You're going to see the house in the background in just a minute. I'm going to turn this around. And there is the house. It's 3,250 square feet on 0.69 of an acre. It's 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, and 55 and over. You have the potential for the downstairs being a mother-in-law suite or using it for whatever you might have needs for. New construction makes it nice, and the price is really good. That's why we're going to show you that one today. You do have a little bit of a hill to go down here, but it's just going to wrap around, pop out down the end. Really quiet neighborhood. I don't know if you can hear the birds in the background, but it's also a walkable neighborhood. You have a few steep roads, but I usually like to walk about 3 miles a day, at least every other day. This would be a very good neighborhood to do that in. Quiet, not much traffic. Again, it just comes in, loops around, comes back out, and just a really nice, peaceful feeling. We're only about 3 minutes from the hospital, and we're about 5-10 minutes from downtown. We're about 5 minutes from a Walmart. There is shopping, there is dining, everything's really close. So you're not out in the middle of nowhere, but you feel like you have a certain amount of privacy. Like I said, bigger acreage here too, 0.69 of an acre. There are still a few neighborhoods there's still a few lots left in the neighborhood. So again, if you're looking to build another one, maybe a little smaller, that can be done. We work with the builders. We'll let them know, and we'll be looking out for your best interest. So if you like the neighborhood, it works for you, you're close to everything you need to be close to, give us a call. But let's head on to the next one now. Thinking about moving to Hot Springs, Arkansas? Well, we featured this builder before. He does a really good job. I think you're going to love everything you can see inside. Let's go inside, take a look around. Like I said, starting out, we've done this builder's homes before. We showed several in this neighborhood alone. It's really nice. You're going to be a couple miles from the hospital. So if you're in the medical field, you're in a great location to be here. You're about 5 minutes to Walmart, 5 to 10 minutes to downtown. Really good location, eating, shopping areas. You're not too far from anything. And if this works out for you guys, that's great. Again, we did this builder before. We're going to start out here. When you come through the front door, we're going to have the dining area. You can put a table underneath the lamp here. So you've got plenty of room to sit out and enjoy your dinner. If you're just having a snack, having lunch, or it's just depending on who all lives here, you have the large island in the middle here where you can put a few chairs in there and you can just eat right on there. Since we're going this way, one of the nice things about the island as well is you don't have to deal with the sink over here. So if you're having dinner, having a conversation around here, a few people just leaning over here, and a few people sitting there having entertainment, you have the sink over here, which is really nice. I found that's one of the things that I really kind of look as a feature that's really nice. You've got the taller window, so when you are doing the dishes, you have the backsplash, you have the outside that you can look at and have some daylight coming in. And you have plenty of counter space here. Whatever reason they did, they put a microwave over here on the sink. I would have taken on the island somewhere and taken out a cabinet, put a built-in microwave over there. A lot more convenient. You have plenty of room to do that. You have a lot of cabinets here in the kitchen to start with. So yeah, that's kind of what I would probably do. Again, a lot of space. So if you're a couple people here doing some cooking in the kitchen, you've got plenty of room to move around. Cabinets, nice color. Everything in here is going to be soft close. You've got this is nice. You've got the pot filler for the water over here. You have 5 burners on the stove. And again, plenty of counter spot tops. You have the under counter lighting, which you can leave on. This builder a lot of times will do the under cabinet lighting, which is really nice too. That's a few houses that we've shown of theirs. I can't find any switches, so I don't think they did in here. I'm not really sure. But again, these guys do a really nice job. Backsplash tile, nice color. It kind of looks like to me, I don't know how it's showing up to you guys out there. It looks like a green. And the accents are kind of a light cream color on the cabinets. And the island, again, it looks like it's a green. And that's a color green that I wouldn't mind having. It's real popular right now. We're going to save the primary for last. We're going to come over across this way. So after you're sitting or doing something in the kitchen, you've got the primary living area. So really nice. I don't see any plugs on the wall for the TV, but I'm not sure where they have it planned to be set up. Nice ceilings. Did crown moldings and did a double jump here. So they have a lot of crown molding, a slightly different color, sets it off a lot. Looks really good. Doors, again, they did the extra on the doors. They have the trim around the doors. And across the top, they put a little extra design on these in here. I think some of the closets may be a little bit more basic, but it works really well in the bathroom, or looks really well in the bedrooms. But in here, around these doors, over top of the windows, again, now we have the green door, which matches the island, which is really nice. And you're going to see the green a few other places. Plenty of space in here. You can set up a lot of different furnitures. A good amount of daylight coming across the front and the back. 3 windows here, plus the kitchen window, 3 windows there, plus the door. A lot of natural daylight coming in. I'm going to jump out back here since we're right here. We'll take a look at the deck real quick. And this is one of the other things this builder does, which is a step up or a higher grade. You have the pine ceilings, tongue and groove. It looks really nice. It gives it a much more complete, more finished look than having the vinyl. Okay, let's head back in. We're gonna go look at the 2 spare bedrooms. First bedroom will be on the right here. They do their bedrooms nice. It's a good sized bedroom. It's probably, I'm gonna guess 11 by 13. You have the closet. They put the double doors on, which is a really nice touch. Also a nice design style of the doors. They're dry. And the closet, average closet, not real deep, but it gets the job done. You hang plenty of stuff, top shelf to set things on, and store some shoes and stuff whatnot on the bottom. Probably about 6 foot long and right around 2 foot deep. All the rooms are going to have fans with lights on them. Again, the trim on the windows is pretty nice. They did put the sill on here, so a lot of times it'll be the bottom trim, but they did do the sill. Looks like they have a 1x6 trim across the bottom, and the top of the windows overlap a little bit. That looks really nice. And they also did the darker trim, which is something I'm a big fan of. Coming down here, we're going to head into, this will be a full bath shared by the 2 rooms. You've got a double sink, green cabinet, same as in the kitchen. You got your toilet and your 1-piece shower. I would have done tile in there, but again, builders are they did a good job on it. Okay. And the other bedroom is going to be pretty similar. This one looks like it might actually be 12 by 12. Usually I measure them for you, but I don't have my tape with me today. 12 by 12, you have 2 windows, so you have some daylight coming in. Closets can be about the same size, 6 foot long, about 2 foot deep. Kind of an average closet, which is pretty good. Again, it keeps jumping out at me, the 6-inch baseboard. It looks really nice. And you're not going to get the traditional moldings around the windows and floors. This is, to me, a big step up. It makes it look a lot nicer. It's the new trend of what's going on in all the higher end builds. So you have really high end looks throughout the house. Okay, let's head over to, this is a split floor plan, so that's nice. We're going to have, I believe this is going to be a closet. Yep. Or this is pantry, actually. So you've got a walk-in pantry. Plug on the wall over here if you had a few things, microwave, toaster oven, different type of things. You could have them set up here rather than in the kitchen. In fact, at this point, if I was going to have to deal with the microwave, I'd probably put it here, but you have plenty of shelves, plenty of plugs, plenty of storage, and again, walk-in, pretty nice. Good size room. Opposite to that, you're going to have your half bath. Pretty basic, but you know, you got a nice sink in there, similar to the other rooms. Cream colored cabinets in this one. Window for some daylight coming in. Coming on this side, we'll stop at the garage on the way back. But you have a little hallway. You can set a few things up in here, I guess. And coming down here, these are a couple of the big points with this builder. We have a very good sized laundry room. Plenty of cabinets. So if you didn't have enough storage for the pantry and for the kitchen, you have plenty of storage in here now. Once the washer and dryer is tucked away in the corner, you have shelves to fold on, hanging cabinets, doors. Again, plenty of storage. Coming into the primary suite, again, you've got the ceilings, which is raised in the center here. I'd say they're probably close to 10 feet. A lot of the other stuff was around 9 foot, but you have 10-foot ceilings in here, 2 windows having some daylight. You are looking out the back of the house. Nice yard. Basically fenced in already. If you use the fence of the back neighbor and just run the fence up the sides, you won't have very much to fence in if you have dogs or animals or just want to have the yard fenced in. Again, all the trim in here being the other color, a little bit darker color I really like. And coming into the primary bath, again, now we have a really large bathroom. Double sinks, cabinets, plenty of storage. More storage over here. I guess that would be for towels and sheets, possibly for this side of the house. The walk-in shower, really nice. You come in and I can pretty much stretch my hands out both ways. I'm going to say 6, maybe 7 feet, and close, a little over 3, between 3 and 4 feet width-wise. Shower head. Oh, I like what they did with the ceiling. They matched the floor, so you have ceiling tile on the ceiling in here, which is really nice with some recessed lights. Yeah, really nice. Multiple. Oh, I didn't realize that we have a shower head behind me too. So you have 3 shower heads in here, 1 above, 1 on each side, and the little soap holding thing with a seat. Seat is always nice, especially the older you get. I can vouch for that. So we got a really nice shower. I love the setup here. I don't do much bath, but I love seeing the tub in the room. And you always have that option. You get the frosted glass above it. Really large tub as well. It's a soaker tub, I guess. It's quite large. I'd almost jump in there, but I don't think you guys would appreciate it. We got the water closet over here. So a little privacy there. And again, this builder knows what to do for a closet. This is nice. This room is probably 11 by 11. The only thing that's missing, I would told my wife already, I put some drawers over here. I like having some drawers. And I wouldn't go to the floor. I'd probably go from here, maybe just close some of these in. You got drawers, you got hanging, you got storage. Keep everything off the floor. It makes it easy to clean. If you do stack something in a corner, you can always move it around. But really nice closets, really nice master bath with spacious. Primary bedroom's really large. Kitchen, everything is just set up really nicely here. Let's go back out to the front room and I'm going to give you some specs on the house. Oh, on the way, take a quick look at the garage. There is still some materials out there they need to get out, but in the garage, They have a, looks like a tankless water heater over there. They do have gas here. I didn't mention earlier, but the oven inside, or the stove, is going to be a gas stove. So assuming that's probably a gas water heater. Well, coming back into the kitchen, we're going to go over some stuff real quick. This is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 2,202 square feet. Don't forget that 2. That kind of gives you plenty of extra space for storage. They are also offering appraisal voucher. If you go through their financing people, they'll get you a free home appraisal for this. It's a $500 to $600 value. If you give us a call and you're interested in this house, we can talk to the listing agent and work on your behalf. And we also offer a little incentive on new construction houses that we do. Give us a call. We'll talk about what that is and how we can help you get in here if it makes anything of a difference, or if you need anything else from us. Contact information down below. Go ahead and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Appreciate everything. See you on the next one. This one is going to be new construction as well. You've got the large cedar pillars, brown doors, brown trim across that goes. You do have the black windows, but everything is white. So technically still the black and white trim. Again, new construction. Let's go ahead inside. Okay, we just wanted to get inside a little quick today. It's getting into the 90s out there today. Check out our pros and cons videos. That's going to be one of the cons, I guess, but it's really not that hot. It just depends on what you're looking for. We're going to start off here in the primary. The first thing you want to notice is they do have large windows in the door. So kind of, to me, it takes away from privacy, but you've got a lot of daylight coming through there certain times of the day. And then again, across the back, you're going to have a patio door or double door and window out back. So you got a lot of natural daylight coming in. A lot of new houses, new construction, they're doing that intentionally just to give you that natural daylight. But you have a large primary area that you're sitting in. So again, when guests come over, they are going to walk right into that. But this is probably 15 by 15 easily. Good sized room to set up any way you want. You probably start with the couch here. So actually, still a good sized room. TV connections, everything on the wall with the fireplace. You've got the wood accent trims like you had on a lot of the front. And you're going to have the brick against the fireplace. I believe everything here is going to be electric, so that's probably electric just for looks. It probably throws off some heat, I'm not really sure. Built-in cabinets on the side, some shelving. Could not find a switch for the lights. You have some lights up on both sides. So to me, that's always a little bit of atmosphere at night. You leave the lights on up there, make them dim, sit here, and you got a little ambiance. But that's this room here. It's pretty nice. And again, I believe these are 10-foot ceilings in here, and I believe it's going to be 9-foot ceilings in the bedrooms. They've got a 4 or 6 inch trim across the bottom, pretty standard. And around the windows, again, they did the 1x4 trims instead of your old colonial style moldings. This is more what builders are going for now. That gives you that upgrade. If you see these types of moldings in it, you know you've got that going on. Coming over here, you've got the kitchen with a really large island. And we're seeing this in a lot of the houses now too, where you have the large island in the middle, and you can put a few seats here for eating dinner or snacking, whatever you're going to do, or just have people sitting there having a conversation. You stand behind the back side of it, but you don't have the sink over here. So now you have just a nice large work area where you're handing out food, hanging out, doing what you're doing, and having the sink at the window. This is real popular. A lot of people really like this. So you're actually not in the center of the kitchen, but you have it off to the side here, and you can look out and see the grass, the dogs running around, whatever you got going on in the backyard. Maybe the kids are out there playing. In this one, you can actually see the lake out the window, so that's a little bit of an added bonus here. If you get real friendly with your neighbors over here, they might let you cut down the side of the fence line out there and walk up to the water, do some fishing. Coming back in the kitchen, you've got plenty of counter space between what you have with the island and then what you have over here. You've got plenty to go with. Lots of drawers, lighted cabinets, display stuff up there, I guess. And you got a nice hood over top of the oven. Again, it's going to bring that wood accent into the kitchen. You've got a blue on the island down below me here. And the microwave is built in on this one, which is really nice because now it's not sitting on a counter. It's not being an eyesore sticking out somewhere. So that looks really nice. You've got the trash bins on this one. You've got some drawers, plenty of cabinetry across the bottom for pots and pans and even some food type stuff. Coming over here, and again, throughout the house, you've got the LVP flooring, real good non-scratch, and it's not going to be hurt if you get water on it. Nice flooring, and that's kind of what everyone's doing. You have nice fixtures. It's not something you'd have to change or upgrade unless it just wasn't your taste. Since we're over here, let's jump out on the back porch real quick. Let's take a look around out there. Again, not a real big backyard, but still fencing in, and you have dogs and animals running around out back. You got the cedar post out here, so bringing out the front, interior, everything kind of tying together. You've got the nice hardy board siding. And you can see the lake from out here. So again, if you made nice with your neighbors over here, cut down the fence line and walk on out there, you'd be able to do a little bit of fishing, or at least be able to see the lake you're not paying the lake price. Okay, being a hot day, let's go ahead and jump back inside. And let's go ahead and take a look at the two spare bedrooms, guest bedrooms, kids bedrooms, whatever you want to use them for. And we'll jump to the back one over here. They are good sized rooms. I think this one is 11 by 12. And you've got a fairly large window out back, looks out back. And then in closets, you're going to have a double doors on them. This one's probably about 8 foot long. You've got storage for shoes or models or toys or whatever you're going to store in there. Hanging rods on both sides. But really nice. Fan. And then coming through here, we're going to be looking at the bathroom. You have tile flooring. You have the one-piece bath, easy to clean. And a sink in there. And this will be shared by these two rooms. And possibly the guest. I'm not sure. We'll see if we can't find a half bath in a minute. Coming in here, you're going to have same thing. Again, 8 foot closets. This room is about the same, about 11 by 12. That's considered to be a good sized room now. Anything 12 by 12 is getting to be on what you call large. Anything above that is just great. Cutting through, we're going to have, up here, we're going to show you this in a minute. That's going to be the bonus area. No bathroom up there, but a larger area. Make it an office, do whatever you need to do with it. You have the water or half bath over to here. We'll look at that in a minute. And coming in here, you're going to have the laundry room. Not real big, but you get the washer and dryer in there, again electric. And you've got a butcher block countertop and cabinets. Definitely spacious. It's not terrible. And coming out here, we got the garage out back, and we have the mud drop right here where you can sit down and do your shoes. I like this one because of the drawers. Instead of having just open slide stuff under, you can actually put stuff in the drawers. Looks a lot cleaner. Cabinets up top, same thing, anything loose ends. Then either coats, dog leashes, whatever you need to hang up. A little bit wide here, but a good place to sit down and put your shoes on, which is really nice. I think what the main design for that was. You've got the 2-car garage. Still have some trash in here. They haven't cleaned it all out. This house is just being finished up right now. We're going to go over the specs in the kitchen in just a few minutes. You have a little closet in here. Light comes on automatically when you open the door. And the way the garage is designed, you actually have what my wife said, which means I could probably get a motorcycle. You have room to store a motorcycle or other things back in this little corner, so it's plenty deep. We're going to go into the primary now. This is one of the things they did a really good job of. This is one of my most important things because I'm going to be in the primary, whatever house I'm in. So this room is probably 13 by 15. Plenty of space between the windows to put your bed over here if you wanted to. You could put it on that wall, but it's a large room. I put a little desk and chair over there for working at night, just a little reading, whatever I'm going to do, maybe a couple of chairs to relax in. Good sized room, works out really nice. Again, these are about 9-foot ceilings. And coming into the primary, we've got 2 sinks, one on each side over here. Really nice that you have plenty of storage in the center. I like this. A lot of times they won't have that, but it really does add to it. A big feature in here is going to be the shower. It is large. It is just under 4 foot wide by 7 foot long. Really nice work on the tile work. Big shower, big place to set your shampoos and whatnot. And a seat to sit on. A little surprised there's only one shower head in here, but it is removable and it's a nice shower head. Great tile selection on the floor. I like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Everyone's different, but it really is a good looking shower and it's really a good size. Don't know if they're gonna put a door here. You got the water closet and I'd want something on there. Again, you can see the lake a little bit better from in here. You got your window in here, you're high up, so you don't need to have it lower. You don't need to have it frosted, so you got a lot of daylight coming in. You can look out. But anyway, I like that. It's really good. You got a little makeup table. Put your contacts in the morning if you need to. And then you got a second, well, this will be our first closet. We're gonna look at the second one in a minute. But you do have the 2 closets. This would be one person, and we got another one outside. A little bit different shape and style, so you pick which one you want. And come on out here, we're going to have a second closet. This one's accessed directly from, which thinking about it, it's actually a pretty good idea to have one in there if you're showering, getting ready for work in the morning, don't want to disturb somebody. And this one could be if you just need to get up, get dressed, and get on rolling. Pretty nice, but you got a fair amount of storage in each one, so that works. Okay. We're going to run up and show you the bonus room real quick upstairs. And we do have
dual control.
We have dual control. We have a thing here that you can adjust for the bedroom when you're sleeping at night. And you have one out in the living area. So if you want to make it a little bit cooler, a little bit warmer, you're not using all that energy in the house in one place. You can set the room separately from the rest of the house. We'll take a look upstairs in a minute. Okay. We're in what's considered, I think, to be the 4th bedroom. Just going to close the door there. This is about probably 11 by easily 20, if not bigger. So this is what I was saying. You got the window up here. You have some daylight coming in. And you could either make this a bedroom, an office. Could be a play area for the kids. A lot of different things you could do. Let's take a look at the closet. You do have a closet up here. And we'll show you what that looks like. It looks like you have your own climate control up here as well. Kind of neat. Didn't notice that earlier. And we're going to run down and talk about the house, numbers, how much you're asking for it. Before we go down, I'm going to head that way. You guess how much you think this is worth and how big it is and everything. We're going to go over all that for you in just a minute. We are 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. I guess they're counting that upstairs as a bedroom. You could use it as that for sure, but you could use it as an office as well. But 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 2,250 square feet. You're sitting on 0.26 of an acre. So basically you have 108 feet across the front, 133 feet deep. And this house goes for $463,500. And it's new construction. And you have some views of the water. And a really nice home. Builder did a good job. Okay, that's going to wrap up this one. It is 1.5 stories. You do have views of the lake. It is new construction. Let me know what you thought. I like to say it was done really well. I like the way they designed it and everything. But that's the 3 houses for you. Try to give you a little bit of information in between. Till next time, hope to see you around town.